Just 7 years old, Lamine Yamal signed one of the boldest contracts in Barcelona's recent history. A $40 million annual salary, 90% control of his image rights, a €1 billion release clause, and a special bonus if he wins the Ballon d'Or. This isn't a deal signed by a proven superstar who's dominated Europe for a decade. It's the contract of a teenager who just completed his first full season with Barcelona's first team. When the club officially announced the extension, it shook the Spanish media. Some praised the move, others questioned it. Was this a smart long-term decision or a risky gamble? A strategic commitment or another repeat of the Ansu Fati mistake? In a time of generational transition, Barca has decided to place its full trust in a boy from Rocafonda on the outskirts of Mataró. But behind these staggering figures lies a much deeper story, one about ambition, belief, and the tough lessons of a once great football empire that has lived through both glory and collapse. Just the numbers in Yamal's new contract are enough to raise eyebrows. It runs until June 2031. His base salary triples to €5 million per year, with another €5 million based on performance. From the third year onward, his income could rise to €25 million if he wins major titles, such as the Ballon d'Or or individual awards from UEFA and FIFA. The €1 billion release clause is on par with what Lionel Messi once had at his peak, a symbolic shield to protect La Masia's most prized gem. But perhaps the most striking detail is the image rights. In modern football, image rights are worth millions in sponsorships and endorsements. Granting a 17-year-old 90% of his own rights is extremely rare. Only athletes with global influence command that level of control. It shows how Barcelona envisions Yamal, not just as a rising star, but as a future global icon. This daring contract reflects the clear imprint of President Joan Laporta and sporting director Deco. They understand that in Barcelona's current financial climate, holding on to homegrown talent is far more valuable than chasing stars abroad. Albert Fernandez, a senior journalist at Radio Marca, supports this view. Barca trained Yamal. They know him better than anyone. Financially, it's much easier to extend a contract with a homegrown player than to buy someone new, he said. If they sold Yamal, the club would likely end up signing someone inferior and losing a key figure in the process. Beyond football, Yamal's impact off the pitch is massive. From jersey sales to advertisements and social media engagement, he's become a youth sensation. Commercially, he's a gold mine. But all this only matters if Yamal continues to grow, avoids media pressure, and maintains his physical foundation. Not easy for a teenager. What makes this contract truly exceptional is the Ballon d'Or clause. It's not just about money, it reflects ambition. In European football history, very few contracts include specific bonuses for individual awards like this. Normally, the Ballon d'Or bonus is reserved for legends who have already proven themselves on the world stage. But Yamal is still only 17. This bold clause symbolizes Barcelona's belief that he's not just a prospect, he's a future global icon in the making. And when we look back at his first full season, the numbers are jaw-dropping. 55 appearances, 18 goals, and 25 assists across all competitions. These performances didn't come in meaningless matches. Yamal made an impact in the most important games, including the Champions League semi-final against Inter Milan, where he ran riot down the wings. He was also decisive in El Clásico, tormenting Real Madrid's defense with skill, composure, and vision well beyond his years. Yamal's brilliance isn't limited to club football. He played a crucial role in Spain's triumph at Euro 2024. Not only did he break the record as the youngest player to appear and score at a European championship, he became an indispensable part of Luis de la Fuente's system. At just 17, he was a starting piece in a title-winning team. His performances earned him a rare triple crown of youth awards: the Copa Trophy, the Golden Boy, and Breakthrough of the Year at the 2025 Loris Awards. These aren't just trophies, they're signals of global recognition. Even legends took notice. Zinedine Zidane openly praised him, saying, "When you watch him, especially that semi-final against Inter Milan, he does things you've never seen before." The way he controls the game, it's breathtaking. Zidane called Yamal the one player all young footballers should be watching right now. Still, not everyone is convinced. Some experts have warned against the dangers of overexposure and pressure. Vicente Aspitarte, speaking on Buenas Noches y Buenos Lunes, issued a stark reminder. We're talking about an 18-year-old making 30 million per year before taxes. What if his physical development stalls? He's still not fully ready. The concern is real. Modern football has seen countless wonder kids fail to live up to expectations. Despite the hype, Barcelona is betting everything on Yamal. Not just through salary, but in unprecedented clauses that speak to belief in a future that hasn't yet arrived. These clauses aren't rewards for today, they're investments in what might come. The true value of this contract will only be clear if Yamal stays healthy, grounded, and continues to grow. That's the risk Barca is willing to take. And in this case, trust is the foundation. This belief in Yamal goes beyond numbers. Barcelona included a clause rarely seen in football history, a Ballon d'Or bonus for a teenager. That's not a reward for what he's done, but a statement of what they believe he can become. But building that future requires more than money. At the heart of Barcelona's long-term vision is one symbol, the number 10 shirt. The same jersey once worn by Rivaldo, Ronaldinho, and of course Lionel Messi, now given to Yamal before he even turns 18. No press conference was needed. The message was clear. Barca doesn't just want him to be a key player, they want him to be the next face of the club. And as Ansu Fati prepares to leave for AS Monaco on loan, the timing feels intentional. With Fati, the shirt came with hope. With Yamal, it comes with strategy. Sporting, financial, and symbolic, all in one bold move. In today's market, top clubs spend hundreds of millions to buy talent. Barcelona has chosen a different route, betting on their own blood. Yamal's new contract isn't just a financial decision. It's a signal that Barca is choosing to build from within, even as they recover from financial wounds. For a club still finding its post-Messi identity, having a young, homegrown star who excels on the pitch and sells shirts globally is more than a luxury, it's a lifeline. A number 10 jersey with Yamal on the back is expected to be a top seller this summer, not just in Catalonia, but in markets like Asia, Latin America, and the Middle East. These are key regions where Barca is trying to rebuild global influence. And in this sense, Yamal isn't just a player, he's a global ambassador in the making. But history offers a warning. After Messi's departure, the number 10 shirt was handed to Ansu Fati. Everyone hoped he would be the next great. But injuries changed everything. As journalist Enrique Marquez put it, we all thought it would be fine when Ansu got the 10. Then the knee injury happened. In football, things can change fast. And that's something Yamal understands better than most. Having joined La Masia at age 7, he's grown up inside the system, seen the pressure, and knows what the shirt really means. The number 10 isn't a prize, it's a burden. It comes with expectations, headlines, and the gaze of millions. For someone who hasn't even finished high school, that's a heavy load. But Barca believes he's ready, or at least ready enough to learn. Yamal's journey isn't just about numbers or fame, it's about identity. In one season, he's played over 100 matches across club and country. He's become the key figure in critical wins and a cornerstone in future planning. Yet the number 10 shirt is more than a name or a number. It's a role, a symbol, a legacy. It represents the lead actor, the one who carries the weight of generations. Messi turned it into something sacred. Now, Yamal must learn to live with that faith. And that's what separates Barcelona's path from other clubs. While others buy stardom, Barca builds belief. Yamal's contract isn't just an investment, it's a philosophy. It's a promise that the next era of Barca football will be shaped not by outsiders, but by someone raised in its very heart. In a football world that's increasingly commercial and cutthroat, Barcelona's approach feels both bold and nostalgic. Instead of chasing the next shiny thing, they're returning to their roots, building around a kid raised in their academy, shaped by their values. The contract until 2031 isn't just a paper agreement, it's a long-term vision. The Ballon d'Or clause isn't just marketing, it's a bet. No one knows for sure if Yamal will reach the top. Football is cruel like that. but the mere fact that a club is willing to place its entire future on a player they trained since childhood is powerful. That kind of loyalty, that kind of belief, in today's football, it's rare. Maybe even revolutionary.